Scarlett gripped the steering wheel tighter as she pulled into the dusty lot of Willow Creek stables, her heart pounding not from the unfamiliar surroundings, but from the gnawing emptiness that had driven her here. At 25, she was supposed to have it all figured out. A steady job in marketing, a picture-perfect engagement to her high school sweetheart, Mark, and the approval of her conservative parents who saw her future as a straight line to marriage and kids. But lately doubts had crept in like shadows at dusk, whispering that something was missing, something she couldn't name. She stepped out of her car, the summer sun beating down on the Virginia countryside, and spotted her instructor waiting by the fence. Serenity, 28, with her short pixie cut framing a face that radiated quiet strength, waved her over. "You must be Scarlett. Ready to saddle up." Her voice was smooth, confident, cutting through Scarlett's nerves like a warm breeze. As they walked to the barn, Scarlett couldn't shake the immediate pull she felt toward Serenity. It wasn't just the way she moved with effortless grace in her riding boots and fitted tank, or how her dark eyes seemed to see right through the facade Scarlett had built. No, it was something deeper. A spark that made her stomach twist in ways Mark's touches never had. "I've never done this before," Scarlett admitted, her voice barely above a whisper as they approached a gentle mare named Luna. Serenity's hand brushed hers while handing over the reins, and Scarlett's breath caught. Why did that simple contact send electricity through her veins? She pushed the thought away, focusing on the lesson. "Just relax," Serenity said, her tone encouraging. "Horses sense fear. And trust me, there's nothing to be afraid of here." By the end of the hour, Scarlett was exhausted but exhilarated, her muscles aching from the unfamiliar posture. As she dismounted, Serenity steadied her with a firm grip on her waist. "You did great for a first-timer." Their eyes locked, and in that moment time stretched. Scarlett's mind raced. This is nothing, just admiration for someone skilled. But when Serenity leaned in, her lips brushing Scarlett's in a soft, unexpected kiss, the world shattered. Scarlett pulled back, her face flushing with shock and a forbidden thrill. "What? Why?" she stammered, but Serenity just smiled sadly. "Because I've been waiting to meet someone like you." Scarlett drove home in a daze, her lips tingling, her engagement ring suddenly feeling like a shackle. How could one kiss unravel everything she thought she knew about herself? That night, Scarlett lay awake, replaying the moment over and over. Mark was out with friends, oblivious as always, and her parents' voices echoed in her head from their last family dinner. "Marriage is about commitment, Scarlett. Don't throw away a good man." But what if she wasn't meant for a man at all? The kiss had awakened a hunger she didn't know existed, a pull toward Serenity that felt both terrifying and inevitable. She texted Serenity impulsively. "We need to talk." The reply came instantly. "Tomorrow after your lesson." Scarlett's heart hammered. What was she doing? This could ruin her life, her reputation in their small Virginia town where whispers traveled faster than the wind. The next day the stable felt charged, the air thick with unspoken tension. Serenity was waiting, her expression a mix of hope and caution. "About yesterday," Scarlett started, but Serenity cut her off. "I shouldn't have. You're engaged." "I saw the ring." Scarlett twisted it on her finger, the symbol of her supposed future. "It's complicated. Mark's great, but I don't feel alive with him." The words tumbled out, surprising even her. Serenity nodded, her eyes softening. "I know that feeling. I came out in college, lost friends, family support. It's not easy." They talked for hours after the lesson, sharing stories, Scarlett's pressure from her evangelical parents, Serenity's journey of self-acceptance after a painful breakup with her first girlfriend. Scarlett felt seen for the first time, but guilt clawed at her. Was she betraying Mark? Herself? As weeks passed, the lessons became a secret haven. Scarlett canceled plans with Mark, lying about work deadlines, her mind consumed by Serenity. One afternoon under a sprawling oak they kissed again. This time Scarlett initiated it, her hands trembling as she pulled Serenity close. "This feels right," she whispered, but doubt flooded in immediately. What about her family? Her job at the conservative firm where rumors could end her career? Serenity pulled back. "We have to be careful. Society isn't kind to us." Scarlett nodded, but inside turmoil brewed. She started questioning everything. Was she gay? Bi? Or just confused? The inner conflict gnawed at her, sleep evading her as she imagined her mother's horrified face. Mark noticed the changes first. "You're distant," he said over dinner one night, his blue eyes searching hers. Scarlett forced a smile. "Just stressed." But the lie tasted bitter. She loved Mark as a friend, but the passion was gone, if it ever existed. That night, she dreamed of Serenity, waking with a start, her body alive with longing she couldn't ignore. The next lesson, she confessed to Serenity, "I think I'm falling for you." Serenity's face lit up, but caution lingered. "What about him?" Scarlett hesitated. "I'll end it." But not yet. The deception weighed heavy, a moral quandary tearing at her. Was honesty worth the pain she'd cause? Family dinner that weekend amplified her fears. Her father, a stern pastor, ranted about the moral decay of society, glancing at the news about a local pride event. "Those people choose sin," he said. Scarlett's stomach churned. If he knew. She excused herself, texting Serenity, "I can't do this." But the pull was too strong. They met secretly in a park, away from prying eyes. "I'm scared," Scarlett admitted. Serenity held her hand. "Me too. But denying who you are hurts more." Their conversation delved deep into Scarlett's psyche. The years of suppressing feelings for girls in school, dismissed as phases. Now it all made sense, but the realization brought agony. As their bond deepened, cracks appeared. Scarlett's best friend Emily grew suspicious. "You're always at those lessons. Is there someone else?" Scarlett denied it, but the lie strained their friendship. Inside, she battled. Was loving Serenity a choice or destiny? Society's judgment loomed, whispers at work about those types. Her parents' church condemning homosexuality. One evening, after a heated makeout session in Serenity's truck, Scarlett broke down. "What if I'm wrong? What if this destroys everything?" Serenity wiped her tears. "Love isn't wrong. Hiding is." But Scarlett's doubt persisted. A constant inner monologue of right versus wrong. The turning point came when Mark proposed a weekend getaway. "To reconnect," he said hopefully. Scarlett agreed, guilt twisting like a knife. But during the trip, every touch felt forced, her mind on Serenity. "I can't," she finally said, tears streaming. Mark's face crumpled. "Is there someone else?" She nodded, the truth spilling out. "A woman." His shock turned to anger. "You're confused. This isn't you." He stormed out, leaving Scarlett alone with her choices. Had she made the right one? The pain was raw, but a sliver of freedom emerged. Back home, Serenity was waiting. "You did it." Scarlett nodded, collapsing into her arms. But freedom came at a cost. Mark told Emily, who confronted Scarlett. "How could you lie? This is betrayal." Emily's words stung, echoing Scarlett's self-doubt. Was she selfish? Immoral? The inner turmoil peaked as she faced her reflection. Who am I without their approval? The fallout from breaking up with Mark rippled through Scarlett's life like a stone thrown into still water. Whispers at work started subtly. A colleague's sideways glance, a hushed conversation that stopped when she entered the room. Her boss, a family friend of her parents, called her in for a chat. "Heard about you and Mark. Everything okay?" His tone was laced with judgment, making Scarlett's skin crawl. Inside, she screamed, "Why does my heart matter to you?" But she smiled politely. "We're fine. Just grew apart." The lie protected her, but it eroded her soul. Serenity noticed the strain during their next meeting. "You're pulling away," she said softly, her hand on Scarlett's arm. Scarlett jerked back. "What if this is a mistake? My life's falling apart." Serenity's eyes darkened with hurt. "Is that what you think? Us a mistake?" They argued in the stable, voices low but intense. Scarlett's mind raced with contradictions. The joy Serenity brought clashed with the fear of losing everything. "My parents will disown me," she whispered. Serenity sighed. "Mine did at first. But love won out." Scarlett envied her certainty. That night, alone in her apartment, Scarlett journaled her thoughts. Am I brave enough to choose happiness over acceptance? The question haunted her, sleep fractured by nightmares of rejection. Emily's betrayal came next. At a coffee shop meetup, Emily confronted her harshly. "Mark told me everything. You're with a woman. How long have you been lying? Scarlett's heart sank. It's not like that. I didn't know. But Emily's face hardened. You knew enough to cheat. The word cheat pierced Scarlett. She hadn't slept with Serenity, but the emotional infidelity burned. Please don't tell anyone, Scarlett begged. Emily hesitated, then nodded coldly. For now. But trust was shattered. Their friendship a casualty of Scarlett's awakening. Pressure mounted from her family. Her mother called daily, sensing something off. You sound distant, honey. Is Mark okay? Scarlett dodged, but the guilt compounded. One Sunday at church with her parents, the sermon railed against unnatural lifestyles. Her father nodded approvingly, while Scarlett fought nausea. Inside. How can love be unnatural? She left early, driving to Serenity's place unannounced. I need you, she said, collapsing into her arms. They talked through the night, Serenity sharing her own scars. A disownment letter from her parents, lost jobs due to prejudice. It gets better, she promised. Scarlett wanted to believe, but doubt lingered. As their relationship intensified, so did the risks. They stole moments, a picnic in a secluded field, hands intertwined under the table at a diner. But paranoia set in. Scarlett imagined eyes everywhere, judging. What if someone sees? She whispered once. Serenity squeezed her hand. Then we face it together. But Scarlett's inner conflict raged. Was this worth the isolation? Friends drifted away, invitations dried up. At work, a promotion slipped by, her boss citing focus issues. Discrimination veiled as concern. The first major confrontation came with Mark. He showed up at her door, eyes red from crying. I miss you. This phase, it's not real. Scarlett's anger flared. It's not a phase. I'm gay. The word hung heavy, her first time saying it aloud. Mark recoiled. Your parents will be devastated. He left, but his words seeded fear. That night, Scarlett called Serenity in tears. He might tell them. Serenity drove over, holding her. We'll handle it. But Scarlett's mind spiraled. What price for authenticity? Society's claws dug deeper. At a local event, they ran into an old acquaintance who sneered at their closeness. Didn't know you swung that way, Scarlett. The comment stung, amplifying her shame. Inside. Why must I justify my love? Serenity stood firm, but Scarlett withdrew, questioning if she could endure the stares, the whispers. Emily crossed the line soon after. In a heated text exchange, she revealed she'd told mutual friends. They deserved to know the truth. Scarlett felt betrayed, isolated. Why? She replied. Because you're living a lie. The words echoed her own fears. She confronted Emily in person, their argument explosive. You've ruined me. Scarlett yelled. Emily shot back. You ruined yourself. The friendship ended in tears, a painful trade-off for Scarlett's truth. Amid the chaos, Serenity proposed a weekend escape to a cabin in the mountains. To breathe, she said. Scarlett agreed, craving normalcy. There, away from judgment, they connected deeply, sharing dreams, fears. Scarlett's inner monologue softened. Maybe this is worth it. But reality intruded with a call from her mother. Mark called. What's going on? Scarlett hung up, panic rising. They're coming for answers. The drive back was tense. Scarlett debated confessing. I have to tell them, she decided. Serenity nodded. I'm here. But doubt crept in. Would her family choose love or doctrine? The confrontation with her parents unfolded like a storm Scarlett had long dreaded. She invited them over for dinner, her hands shaking as she set the table. Serenity offered to come, but Scarlett insisted on facing it alone first. This is my mess. Inside, turmoil churned. What if they reject me? Her father arrived stern-faced, her mother with worried eyes. Mark says you're seeing someone else, a woman? Her mother's voice cracked. Scarlett nodded, tears welling. Her name is Serenity. I love her. Silence exploded into chaos. Her father stood, face red. This is an abomination. We've raised you better. Her mother sobbed. Is this because of college? Bad influences? Scarlett's heart broke. No, it's me. I've always felt this way. But her words fell on deaf ears. Her father quoted scripture, condemning her choice. Inside, it's not a choice, it's who I am. The argument escalated, her parents demanding she fix it, see a counselor. Or don't come home, her father said coldly. Scarlett left in tears, the door slamming like a finality. Serenity was waiting at her apartment. How bad? Scarlett collapsed, recounting the horror. They hate me. Serenity held her. They need time. But Scarlett's doubt amplified. Had she chosen wrong? The loss ached, a moral dilemma. Family versus self. That night she dreamed of her childhood. Her parents' love now tainted. Work became a battlefield. Rumors spread, colleagues avoiding her. Her boss called another meeting. Personal issues affecting performance? Scarlett defended herself. My private life is private. But he hinted at transfers. Discrimination stung, society's bias exposed. Inside. Why must I fight for basic respect? Serenity faced her own trials. Her ex-girlfriend, Alex, resurfaced, jealous of the new relationship. You're moving too fast, Alex texted. Serenity ignored, but it planted seeds of insecurity. What if she's right? Serenity confided. Scarlett reassured her, but her own fears mirrored. Were they rushing into pain? A turning point came at a Pride event Serenity convinced Scarlett to attend. Amid the crowds, Scarlett felt exposed but empowered. Strangers shared stories of survival, easing her isolation. But a familiar face, her cousin, spotted them. What are you doing here? Panic hit. Please don't tell. But the damage was done. Word reached her parents. The next family call was brutal. Her mother pleaded. Come home. We can pray this away. Her father disinvited her from holidays. Scarlett hung up shattered. Inside. Is love worth this exile? Serenity comforted her, but tension brewed. Maybe we should slow down, Scarlett suggested. Serenity's hurt was palpable. Is that what you want? Their first big fight erupted. You're ashamed of us. Serenity accused. Scarlett snapped back. I'm losing everything. Words flew like daggers, exposing vulnerabilities. Serenity stormed out, leaving Scarlett alone with regret. Had she pushed too far? Reconciliation came slowly. Scarlett texted apologies, meeting at the stable. I don't want to lose you too. They talked honestly, Serenity's fear of abandonment, Scarlett's guilt over the fallout. We choose each other, Serenity said. Scarlett nodded, but the cost loomed. Society's pressure intensified with an anonymous note at work. Freak. Scarlett reported it, but HR dismissed it as prank. Frustration boiled. Why no protection? She considered quitting, a major decision weighing heavy. Emily reached out unexpectedly, apologetic. I was wrong. Seeing you hurt. Let's talk. They met. Emily admitting jealousy over Scarlett's courage. I wish I had that. The mending began, a small victory amid losses. But the biggest challenge hit when Serenity's parents, reconciled years ago, invited them over. Scarlett hesitated. What if they judge? Serenity assured. They won't. The dinner was awkward but warm. Her parents sharing their journey from rejection to acceptance. Scarlett envied it, tears flowing. Inside, could mine change? Inspired, Scarlett wrote a letter to her parents, pouring out her heart. This is me. Please try to understand. No reply came, deepening the wound. As months passed, Scarlett's resolve strengthened. She came out at work, facing backlash but also support. A colleague confided. Me too. Solidarity eased the burden. Yet doubt persisted. In quiet moments, Scarlett questioned. Was the pain justified? Serenity's love was her anchor. But the sacrifices tallied up. Lost family, strained friendships, career hurdles. The cracks in Scarlett and Serenity's relationship began to show under the relentless pressure. Serenity's job at the stables was threatened when a parent complained about her lifestyle, fearing influence on kids. It's discrimination, Serenity fumed. Scarlett supported her, but inside. Is this my fault? They filed a complaint, but the process drained them. We can't keep fighting every battle, Scarlett said wearily. Serenity snapped. Then what? Hide. The argument highlighted their differences. Serenity's boldness versus Scarlett's caution. Family silence turned to confrontation. Her parents showed up unannounced. We want to talk. Scarlett braced. Her mother hugged her tearfully. We miss you. But her father remained rigid. This isn't God's plan. They debated for hours, Scarlett defending her love. God made me this way. Her father left angry, but her mother lingered. Give him time. A sliver of hope, but the emotional toll exhausted Scarlett. Mark re-entered the picture apologetic. I was hurt. Can we be friends? Scarlett agreed cautiously, but Serenity distrusted. He's not over you. Jealousy flared, leading to another fight. You think I'd go back? Scarlett yelled. Serenity backed down, but insecurity lingered. Society's judgment peaked at a community event. They attended hand in hand, drawing stares. A heckler shouted slurs. Serenity stood tall, but Scarlett shrank. Inside, why us? They left early, the incident shaking Scarlett. Maybe we're not ready. Serenity's eyes filled with tears. Or maybe you're not. The betrayal came from an unexpected source, Serenity's ex, Alex, who spread rumors online about their unstable relationship. Serenity confronted her. Why? Alex sneered. You left me for her. The drama escalated, pulling Scarlett in. This is toxic, she said. Serenity agreed, blocking Alex, but the damage affected their trust. Scarlett's career hit rock bottom. Passed over for another promotion, she quit, starting freelance work. Freedom came with uncertainty. What now? She pondered. Serenity encouraged. Build something new. But Scarlett's inner doubt. Am I strong enough? A breakthrough with her mother offered light. Secret calls turned to visits. I don't understand, but I love you. Tears flowed as they hugged. Scarlett shared stories of Serenity. She's good for me. Her mother nodded slowly. Progress, but her father's absence hurt. Inspired, Scarlett volunteered at an LGBTQ center, helping others navigate coming out. Stories mirrored hers, fostering growth. You're brave, a teen said. Scarlett smiled. Am I? Tension with Serenity culminated in an ultimatum. We move forward or not, Serenity said. Scarlett hesitated, fearing more loss. I need time. Serenity left hurt, giving space. Alone, Scarlett reflected deeply. The kisses, joys, pains all led here. Was love worth the war? They reconciled after days of agony. I choose us, Scarlett declared. Serenity smiled. Finally. But challenges persisted. Her father's health scare forced a reunion. At the hospital, he softened. I don't agree, but you're my daughter. Not acceptance, but a start. Scarlett wept, the moral weight lifting slightly. As they rebuilt, society shifted subtly. A supportive law passed, friends returned. Yet scars remained. With tentative family peace, Scarlett and Serenity focused on their future. They moved in together, a cozy apartment in Richmond, away from small-town eyes. But cohabitation revealed flaws. Serenity's messiness clashed with Scarlett's order, small arguments masking deeper fears. What if we fail? Scarlett whispered one night. Serenity held her. We won't if we fight for it. Work stabilized for Scarlett with a new job at an inclusive firm. Colleagues celebrated her authenticity. But memories of discrimination lingered, fueling advocacy. She spoke at events, sharing her story. Coming out cost me, but hiding cost more. Applause bolstered her, but inside, was the trade fair? Serenity's stable job survived the complaint, thanks to supportive owners. Progress, she said. But a new threat emerged, online harassment from Alex's circle. They reported it, but the stress strained them. Why can't we just be? Scarlett cried. Serenity's resolve. Because we're worth it. A major test came with her parents' visit. Her mother warmed to Serenity, chatting over coffee. Her father was polite but distant. This is hard, he admitted privately to Scarlett. But I'm trying. Tears in his eyes humanized him. Scarlett's heart mended slowly. Forgiveness or resentment? Friendships healed too. Emily apologized fully, attending their housewarming. I was scared of change. Scarlett forgave, but trust rebuilt gradually. As happiness grew, so did introspection. Scarlett journaled. The kiss changed everything for better? The awakenings, damages, growths. High drama struck when Mark announced his engagement. Jealousy? No relief. But he pulled Scarlett aside. Be happy. Closure. Serenity proposed a trip to celebrate their anniversary, the stables where it began. There, under the oak, they renewed vows of commitment. Through it all, Serenity said. But doubt's shadow remained. A heated debate at a support group questioned, "Is coming out always right?" Scarlett pondered. Their bond strengthened, but society's evolution was slow. A local backlash against pride events reminded them of fragility. In quiet moments, Scarlett reflected on choices. Betrayals endured, damages paid, awakenings earned. The story culminates in a pivotal decision. Scarlett's public article about her journey, risking exposure but inspiring others. Backlash came, but support outweighed. Worth it, she decided. Yet, as they lay together, Scarlett wondered, did love conquer all, or did we just survive? Was denying one's true self ever the morally right choice in the face of societal rejection?